Marshall Matters. Chase, how old are you?
I'm 16 years old.
16 years old. Do you edit photos?
He wants to be like,
Yes. I'm an amateur, but I'm good.
He's an amateur. He's not as good as Andy.
No, I got nothing on Ducati.
No, he tries. You're 16? What grade are you going into?
I'm going to be a junior at Ventura High School.
Junior? You play sports?
Football?
Football? Dude, you're good up here on the mic. Dude, you're good up.
Thanks, brother.
Dude, I can see Chase being a passer one day.
woo!
He's the man. What position do you play?
Running back?
Running back. Are you fast?
Fast.
You're fast? Are you faster than me?
Yes.
How do you know that?
I'll race you around here. Running?
Right now.
I'll meet you every time.
Andy, get up here on the mic. Here's what we're gonna do. Put the mic down. We're gonna do a lap.
Don't get hurt. Yeah.
You better be in the back of what you just said.
One lap. I'm gonna count it off. It's all go. No muscles being pulled, alright? It's all go. On your marks. Get set. Go!
I think you love me, right? Alright. Oh, you won.
Mike's off.
Are you a hard worker? Chase, you work hard?
Car.
God play off.
My shit.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
I love Chase.
Chase, how long have you been coming to GC?
4 months.
Who invited you?
T-Crawl. Too raw.
Did you go to church before this?
I went to Our Lady of Assumption, Catholic Church.
Oh, nice.
But I'm going to be honest, I did not like it.
Is it different?
I had no fun. Yeah, it was a lot different than a Christian church. Just sit there.
We both got a bathroom.
Cheer them on.
No.
Not today.
So, Chase,
What's up?
did you like camp?
Loved it.
What's your favorite part? Two favorite parts, starting with your second and then your first.
Second and first?
Yeah.
Second favorite part is the buffets.
Ooh, yeah!
The food was awesome. It was awesome. It was nice. First favorite part, I gotta say the preaching, because it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the preaching was amazing? What did you like about it?
Just like how passionate they are, how God really used them to, like I've never seen before. Robert Purdue, best pastor I've ever.
Yeah.
You're amazing too.
Thank you.
He's so friendly.
Would you say your life has changed at camp?
Most definitely.
Did God touch you? Did you feel Jesus at camp?
Oh, I mean, I've encountered him before, but he really rocked me when I was there.
Yeah.
It was like no other, like, it was amazing.
So what happened?
Alright, so, I had a story. It's Thursday, we were praying during camp, and Tevin was right next to me, and I heard him speaking in tongues. And I never heard it before, so I kind of started laughing, and I started mocking him.
You know what's funny? In the Bible, it actually talks about that. It says, if you speak in tongues in front of people who don't know what it is, they're probably going to laugh at you. It says that they'll look foolish. And
I don't know what it was.
yeah.
But Friday's Mass was something different.
Yeah.
I'd say like halfway through Mass. First half of Mass.
of the service.
I still got Catholic. Priest Jude. Halfway through the mass.
You love that.
Halfway through the service. I really felt like something was missing. I was praying for every single thing I got. Like, I really surrendered to Him. I really gave my heart to Him. But I felt like something was missing, and all of a sudden, I started speaking in tongues. I started cracking up, so I'm like, oh! I just saw Tevin speaking. And the next day, I'm already speaking it. I'm like, man, this is awesome. This is unbelievable. Something different.
Dude,
I got obsessed with it. I do it all the time now.
Dude, Jesus said, you know, it's better that I go so I can send my Holy Spirit. And what the Holy Spirit is, He fills us up so we can live like Jesus.
Yeah.
If you become a Christian and you're trying to live like Jesus on your own, my friends, it's not going to happen. The way we do that is through the power of the Holy Spirit. And on Friday night when Chase got filled, he was being filled with the Holy Spirit. If you're dealing with something, yeah, it is amazing. I remember when I got filled with the Holy Spirit. If you're dealing with issues, if you feel like, man, I can't do this, the best thing you can do is getting filled with the Holy Spirit. And this tongues that he's talking about is simply a gift of the Holy Spirit. There's different gifts that come with the Holy Spirit. Prophecy, you pray for people, they'll be healed. You can preach and people will get saved. There's different gifts, and speaking in tongues is one of them. And the crazy thing about it is, our minds, we can't understand it. I can't tell you what it means, but what it is, yeah, you agree, right? Yeah, the Bible describes it as a language of heaven. And just like we speak a language, or down in Mexico they speak Spanish, that's a language. Or you go over to Russia, they speak Russian. It says that heaven has a language. And it says that this language that we speak is the language of heaven. So when Chase is speaking in tongues, he can't understand what he's saying. But what he's doing is he's triggering his faith. Because faith is not about reason. It's not about trying to make sense of, oh yeah, this. No, faith is simply trusting. And when I speak in tongues, which I do, and I'm at home or I'm just speaking under my breath when I'm walking around town, what it's doing for me is it's building my faith, because I can understand it. I'm like, God, I trust that you've given me this gift. So if you have any questions about that, you're like, man, that sounds weird. Those are good questions to have. I want you to talk to your cadre leader. You know, talk to them and say, hey, I have questions. There's Bible verses about it. We want to talk to them. We want to share